everyone, and welcome back to See Today 1 Year Journey. At this point, we would like to greet our audiences from Indonesia and around the world and hope that all of you are enjoying tonight's performance.
That's correct. And as we mentioned earlier, See Today is currently airing in Australia, Macau, and also the Philippines. And we will also broadcast in other countries in the future.
And over the past year, we've been reporting live updates directly from several countries, ranging from the United Kingdom, Australia, the United States, Brazil, and so many more.
That's right, Aubrey. And for more updates, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Today News if you haven't done so. And you can also download our app, See Today.
Yes, and you will also be able to watch tonight's program through the app, including the reports we have from some of our contributors. So let's greet our colleague from Malaysia, Thailand, the Philippines, and South Korea.
Alrighty.
Hi, guys.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Jakarta.
Hopefully you all are doing just fine right there. I'd like to start off from Thailand, where schools will reopen in the month of November. So we've got Vijitra Duangdi, or Om, has the latest updates. Hello, Om, how are you doing? And how's the plan for school reopening in Thailand?
Hello, Rory, and everyone that watching See Today on its launch today. Congratulations, guys, by the way. Now, here in Bangkok, authorities are racing to vaccinate its pupils ahead of a planned reopening at the start of November, just like you said. Now, only 15% of schools in Bangkok, mostly private and international schools, will be allowed to be open as they pass the criteria of on-site learning, which includes 85% of their students and teachers must be vaccinated. Now, today, during the day, kids as young as 12 years old are coming out in large numbers to health centers to get their jabs. It's the quickest way, you see, Rory, to get kids back into classrooms after this 18 painful months of being stuck at home. Now, so far, only 40,000 of Thai pupils have been double vaccinated across the country. That still leaves up to 3.7 million kids more to go. So you can see there's an immense task ahead. So it's been a tremendously challenging time for Thai pupils last year and this year during COVID, many without access to smartphones and internet, including those living in the rural villages who have been unable to take part in this online learning. So experts fear that tens of thousands of school children who are already on the fringes of education will simply never go back to it. UNICEF has also raised concerns about the mental health impact of the pandemic on kids trapped at home. But Thailand is determined to claw back to normality from November 1st as it's due to reopen to foreign tourists. So vaccination is school children. It's just one piece of this COVID puzzle of how to live with COVID-19. Now, it's at this point, it's just a trial and error, like most countries already, waiting to see if new variants or a surge of COVID cases driven by school outbreaks would lead to new lockdowns. Back to you.
Thank you, and now we have Camille Alamia from the Philippines, where several economic activities are beginning to apply the new normal. So, Camille, what sectors that are already open there?
Yes, I am now here in the center of Manila. As you can see behind me, that's the tower of the City Hall of Manila. And earlier, just a few hours ago, there are lots of people here, different kinds of family, couples, friends, having fun, eating out, and basically just excited to finally taste freedom again. And that's a sign of the times, because the Philippines just reopened the economy, just eased the restrictions starting October 16. That's after the consistent decline in the number of COVID cases in the country. In September, cases in the country peaked at 26,000 cases a day. And this week, it just averaged 3,000 to 4,000 a day. So the government decided to reopen it. Now, just over a year since the pandemic started, it's actually the first time this month that cinemas, theaters, and entertainment establishments were reopened. Earlier today, we were at a mall and we saw several people having fun, basically doing what seemed to be a pre-pandemic activity, and some of them were even lining up for the movies. And on top of that, other gaming establishments, other entertainment sectors also opened up, also different venues for events, and anything that mostly outdoor. But the rule here in the Philippines is that indoor businesses can accept 30% of their capacity, but those guests that will get in the business or in the store must be fully vaccinated, must have to show proof that they're fully vaccinated. For outdoors, it's 50%. As for the education sector, the Philippines is only one of 2 countries worldwide that have yet to reopen face-to-face classes.
Right.
The other country is Venezuela, but the Philippines is set to reopen, although in a limited capacity, on November 15th.
Okay.
We are going to wait and see what's going to happen, because right now many parents and several local government officials are opposing the reopening of face-to-face schools.
All right, Camille, thank you very much. I'd like now to jump to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where we've got Basir Siswo in KL. Basir, we've heard the news that the Malaysian government will once again welcome tourists this November. Which tourism destinations that tourists are allowed to visit when the tourism sector is open in Malaysia?
Yes, 15 November, but only Langkawi.
Only
Langkawi is
Langkawi.
the island paradise, as you know. This is what you call a travel bubble experiment, and it's only open to 10 countries. And hopefully, if everything goes well, if they could control the situation, in December, there are plans to open the international border again. But again, a lot of safety measures are being taken. For example, of course, only the fully vaccinated tourists are allowed to enter the country, number one. Number two, they must come with a valid negative COVID test before arriving in the country.
Basir, I'd like to ask you once more, what is the vaccination rate at the moment in the country? So maybe that leads to the decision to open the tourism sector again. What is the percentage?
Yeah, it is very high. In fact, currently Malaysia vaccination rate among the population is about 94% of the adult population, 94%. And across the board, total population right now is about 74%.
Okay.
In fact, latest statistics show that the Malaysian vaccination rate is one of the highest in the world. The top 20 countries in the world with the best vaccination rate, even higher than America and the US and UK.
Such an achievement by the country. Thank you,
Thank you, Basir. And now the last one we have for tonight is our correspondent from Seoul, South Korea, Alvin Kobulsha. Alvin, so South Korea was said to have seen a colder autumn earlier this year compared to years before. So can you tell us more about this?
Yeah, good evening, Lori and Oakley. So, yeah, we have a colder part of autumn that it's colder than the years before. So it's like the last 2 weeks, and the temperature actually dropped drastically. It's from 2 digits to 1 digit in only a single day. So it just jumped down from 60 to 1 Celsius degree. It's only in 1 day. So currently the common cold is less in the middle of undergoing in South Korea. So it's quite chilly right now. But this week the temperature also going back to 2 digits. But it is predicted that started in the November we already need to be prepared because winter is coming in.
Okay. And And often, in the midst of all the cold weather, South Korea also plans to apply the scheme Living with COVID-19 in November. So how's the preparation so far?
So, in the last 2 weeks, around a week ago, South Korea finally reached its target to be populated around 70% of its population. So it's around 26 million of the population of South Korea that have already fully vaccinated. So most of the citizens and also the foreign residents here already got 2 doses of the vaccine doses. And then now the government of Korea already preparing the scheme of living the population. And it's going to be running in the 3 phases.
All right.
So in the general, the facilities.
Okay, Alvin, thank you so much. I have to cut this off, maybe partly because the audio is not really clear, but we actually got your point. So thank you very much for your report and also insight. And thank you very much for Manila, Bangkok, and also Kuala Lumpur, guys. Please stay safe.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Well, so Rory, those live reports are actually part of our commitment to convey the latest issue, not only from Indonesia, but also from the region of Southeast Asia. We are also committed to adjust our activities based on the restriction amid the COVID-19 pandemic, and just recently had broadcasted from home.